I was born in a nominal Christian family. My dad was an alcoholic and he always causes trouble in my family. And growing up as a child, looking at my father, I was so discouraged and I couldn't able to understand what was going in my family. So as a child, I always stopped that in my heart. Is there God? Why God does not love us? And why my family is in this situation? I always used to shy away from my friends because of the problems and situations in my family life. And so seeing all this pain and struggles in my family, I began to involve in the worldly things which I thought that this will give me peace and joy, but I didn't find even a joy and peace in there. But in 2014, on October 16, when I was 16 years old, a life-transforming situation came into my life. One Sunday evening, my friends, they gave me an information that one of my friends, he got an accident and he was requesting me to come and accompany him in the hospital. My friend was hospitalized and he was in the bed. And that night I helped him and we stayed together. And in the morning there were 7 of us there. And then one elderly man, he came and preached the gospel and shared the love of God to us. And he told 7 of us that God is calling us. And among the 7 of you, God is specifically calling one person for His kingdom. And in the moment when I heard that God is choosing one of us, there was something inside me, a voice telling me that it was you and God is calling you and God is choosing you. And from that moment, I couldn't sleep and that voice always used to ring in my heart. So I asked my mom to take me to a prayer house since I do not know where to go. Even though we are Christians, we do not go to church, and the only thing that I know was prayer house because I used to hear people singing aloud, singing revival songs. I will often hear people that these are people of God who knows God. So that is the only thing I know. So I asked mom to take me to prayer house. When I reached the prayer house, at first I did not know how to pray and what to pray about. And I went there for 3 days. So on that second day of the night, I took the courage and I went to the altar at the prayer center and I kneeled down, I cried out to God. And the moment when I began to cry out to God, I felt something very completely different. The Lord revealed to me in my heart the sin that I have committed before. And then I began to confess that, Lord, I am so sorry and I really need your help right now. I do not know who you are, but I really need your help right now. And I give my life to you. From this day onwards, I am yours. Please come into my life. That was what I said. And then that very moment when I said that, I felt a peace inside my heart. And I felt that God was forgiving me my sins and that I am a new being. And my questions and doubts about God, whether He really exists or not, that questions vanishes that moment. Because that very moment, I felt the love of God in my life that I've never experienced before. Even though I experienced the joy and the peace, I didn't see a fast change in my family. Even though my father continued to drink and the family problems continue to exist, I always have a hope and joy in my heart that God is hearing my prayer and one day He is going to change my family. And slowly and gradually, as I began to grow in the Lord, my family also began to see the changes in me. And my father also continued to experience the life that I am living. And there was slowly and gradually, my family began to experience the peace that we have not experienced before because of the presence of Christ in my family and in my life. I always thought that God never loves me and He's never interested in my family. But I realized that He is the one who is always with us and He is the one who loves us. And the greatest love that I have realized is that God sent His only Son, Jesus, to die for us on the cross. And that is the greatest love that you and I can experience. And as we all wait to celebrate our Lord's birthday, He came on this earth for you and me to give peace and to bring peace into our life. And that peace He brings is for you and me because He is the Prince of Peace. And only Jesus Christ can give us that real peace.